There we go. Alright, let's wait for the live source. But we're gonna get building today, because I'm feeling buildy. I'm feeling rather buildy. There we go. Get you active. Make sure everything's running over here. Looks like we're good. Flint and steel, more like rock and stone, am I right? Am I right, ladies? Alright, let's do this. How's it going? Turn up my in-game volume a little bit. And I believe we left off trying to get some steel up and running, which is why I've named the stream that. Chat has worked for the last 3 streams, sir. Just because you weren't there at the beginning doesn't mean they weren't working. Just saying. Okay, so max consumption's well under production, which is well under capacity. Alright, let's go with looking up what we need for... I believe it's 1-to-1 on the coal, right? Yeah, it's used in 1-to-1 with iron. Okay. Take stock. Judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to chat working. Try not to execute my chat too much, please. Alright, normal, temp, normal, normal. I think that just means they're all normal. So we've got 3 normals, and we've got... how much iron? Don't care about those. Give me the irons that are out here. Please? I know one of those is an iron. I'm pretty sure it's pure. So... that does work. Okay. Let's go ahead and get... You know, I would actually like to get an awesome sink down and start making some coupons, if I could. I do like coupons. We all like coupons here. Slap this bitch down like here, maybe. We got any room on any of these? That one's got room. This one's got room. Ka-chow. Go ahead and get a Mark II. No, just a Mark I is fine. Move it like this, perhaps? And Mark I going like that. There we go. Now we should get a little bit of cable, hopefully. How much are we making of cable? Oh, we're only making 30 cable a minute. That's a horrible choice of product. Maybe we do the wire, since we're at least making 60 a minute of that. There we go. That's what we like to see. A little bit of wire. Alrighty. Don't think I was doing any hard drive stuff. Nope, doesn't seem to be the case. So if that's a pure iron, then that means that when I put a speedy majig in it, it will be able to handle exactly 3 standard coals worth, which is 180 a minute, I believe. And 180 a minute needs you make 60 a minute, which means you do the recipe 20 times, so you use 40, so I need 4.5 foundries, so 5 foundries. Can I make a foundry? Let's go ahead and add foundry to the list. I would like 5 of those, please. Does look like I have the stuff for that. And then I would also like... Smelter does 15 a minute, so I need 2 for 30, so 12, I believe. And for miners Mark 1. And I think that's it. We'll figure out what products we want to make them into afterwards. Am I close on any of those resources? It doesn't look like it, so I'll be just fine. Go ahead and make 4 of these. How you doing, Mr. Fish Stick? Or are you just stopping in to judge me? Yeah, I just started watching today, though. I just started watching Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit. It's a few years old at this point, so it's not exactly special for me to be watching it, but... Watch it I am. Just playing on a shitty simulator on Roblox. What are you simulating? Some of those are more fun than you give them credit for. I mean, I don't give them a whole lot of credit, but... There we go. Ooh, I see a power slug over there. Those every 1 second you get more speed games. Oh, one of those, I see. Make sure that this is in frame here. Gotta look professional by having just a wee bit of it in frame, you know what I mean? Now I look pro. Alright, the coal can go that way. That way. And the reason I'm going that way is because I believe the iron is that way, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's not even that far either. Maybe it'd be smarter to bring the iron this way? No, because I'm gonna have... Well, actually, I need tier 3 logistics before I can fully set this up, but... Nah. How much concrete do I have? Enough! Which reminds me, the other thing I wanted to do before we really get this started, since I'm gonna want to make a base. A small, like, little base for it out here. I want to get the coupons from my awesome sink, and possibly, if I'm lucky, have enough to unlock a new type of foundation. Can I get some distance off these? Yeet! Yes, I can. Shortcut. 2 coupons, probably not enough. We'll see. I guess I need to build a fix-it store. Biscuit? Fix it? Fix it. An awesome shop. What do I need for concrete? Concrete, here we are. We only need 3, actually. Asphalt's not bad either, but I think I like concrete. So what do you need from me? Nothing, you just need time. Well, in the meantime then, what else do I need to do? Ah, I need to put 400 of those in there. I can do that right now. And I need Nothing else really. I'm pretty good on most of these resources. It's 2 a.m., man. I mean, for you. What's the time in your location got to do with me? Where's the other factory worker? Excellent question. Perhaps he'll be on, perhaps he won't. Maybe I'll shoot him a message. Let's just see if he's on Discord real quick, because if he's not, then... Ooh! I'll actually message him. The children yearn for the mines. There we go. And there he is.
The mines do be calling.
The mines do be calling.
You streaming right now?
I am.
Heard. In just a second, probably gonna be talking to Natalie about weekend plans.
Okay.
I'll run them by you later if we get Tim in. Talk to him about it.
Okay.
Just want to see where we're gonna put the place.
He just dipped for a little bit. I don't know when he'll be back. You'd have to message him.
True. Well, then for the time being, I shall boot, and shortly I'll just pop off for a little bit and then come back.
Okay.
Decoration and organization go hand in hand. Fix it HQ custodian.
What progress have you made since my last joining?
Excellent question. Give me just a moment to see how to figure out. Can I build with I was just right in the middle of trying to figure out how to build with a different material. Because I unlocked concrete instead of metal. Bro typed steel and Flint to not get copyright struck by Warner Brothers. Okay, so what have I done since you were last on? I think I've been on once or twice, maybe. I did exploration almost exclusively for one of them, and I actually found my way basically to a spot where I remember from my solo playthrough, which I did not expect because I didn't think I was going that direction, but apparently I was. And I got us a couple alternate recipes, and then I think I got some, I got like some basic coal power setup. I used like half of what we had out there, and I was like, that looks good. And I was just getting started on some steel production.
And you were saying concrete instead. Are you talking about like concrete encased steel beams or an alternate recipe for steel?
Just like instead of the normal material for foundations, using concrete foundations.
Okay.
And
now is that time. I will hop off for just a second, but I will be back after.
Okay. Sounds good to me. How change? How change? Ah, here it is. Found it. Yes. We can now use concrete. And I just need to actually put it on my hotbar. 1, 2. Can I make walls out of concrete? No. Come on, let me out. There we go. Alright, how do you look? Ooh, I actually kind of like this look. And how do the ramps look? I assume they look the same. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, I like that look. We're gonna do that. It kind of mixes with like the terrain. Maybe I'll look at the painting as well, like painted a different color. Satisfactory has some pretty easy paint options where like you can, as long as you haven't edited the paint color of a specific wall, if you change your factory default, it'll just like change your entire factory all at once. There we go on that. I think I've actually already got a wire kind of running over near that iron. Let me go take a peek-see, see if I can find it. The iron's right here. That's gonna hurt. The iron's right here. Where did I take the wire to? I see the wire. Yeah, it's like right over here. Why did I take it that way, though? Especially since I didn't actually go... Oh, right, I was getting the, one of those hard drives, I want to say. Alrighty. And then we've slapped down this sucker. There we go. And now we build like a little base in between them. Assuming I'm able to actually get back up there. Perhaps this is the job for some ramps. Now you will be my background noise as I play Balatro. Excellent. I would like nothing more. Oh, that's right. There's like an option to, yeah, snap to the world grid. This is something that I should have been doing long ago. The world grid. It's essentially a grid that exists across the entire world, so that if you build factories in 2 different locations, you can still snap them perfectly to one another if you, like, later combine them. They just automatically line up. It's super nice. Alright. So, if we're doing concrete... let's check out the colors we can do. The foundation swatch. Let's change that up. Okay, so that's matte, and this is shiny. Barely tell any difference at all. I miss playing Lego Fortnite, not gonna lie, I had a pretty base. You know, I never really got to play Fortnite all that much. I think you can actually take this lower than 1, can you not? I think you're allowed to. Yeah, you can. So if you take this down to 0 and then you take this down to -1, does that mean I get like super black? It looks like the orange is the primary color though. This is the one you want to take to -1 though. So what happens if I just go like black over black and make this -1? Well, that doesn't seem to have changed a whole lot, does it? So what if I, let's, what happens if I go like this? Well, that seems to work. I wonder if it's not the foundation swatch that's default. Can you just input a hex code? You can. You can input a hex code, but I found out that in this game you can actually set numbers less than 0, and it'll actually give you like a darker color, since the black is kind of run through a filter and it's not actually black, even though that's what the hex code says it is. So what happens if I place a standard material? That seems to change it, right? That clearly changed it.
Change is good.
Welcome in, Kha'Zix.
That's where it's. I knew that didn't come out of my ass.
I'm just trying to figure out how to paint my foundations black. Because I want to paint it black.
I actually have a good reason to watch your stream because now I can see what you're talking about.
Oh, that's probably why, because it says foundation, but there's a concrete structure swatch instead. Gotcha. This is probably the one I actually want to set to black.
Okay, so final question on this. Is it simply aesthetic or is there actually another difference with the platforms?
Nope, it's well the difference is instead of taking so foundations all take 5 concrete base, and then depending on the material, it might be either 2 plates, which is probably what you're used to with the metal, or concrete actually just takes 2 more concrete, so you just need 7 concrete. Instead of 2 concrete or 5 concrete and 2 plates.
Oh, I'll be honest, I always thought it just took concrete and I never paid enough attention to the recipe.
You must not place very many platforms.
No, I don't. you saw my building. I let nature dictate my structures.
So can I go back to...
I do dig the aesthetic of that. It'll be funny if that's literally just the same basic platform look, but...
Oh, what the fuck? So I just set those back to default. This is just black on black concrete.
Heard.
Which I kind of like. I don't know if we should fuck around with the colors at all.
I like the look of that. It fits the desert vibe.
Yeah, it kind of does. That's kind of what I was thinking. And we can use the walls for color if we want to spruce it up, right?
True.
So right now I've got 180 coal from those, and I've got 180, well, once I put the overclock in there, it'll be 180 from the iron as well. And we're gonna do steel. I already found the steel alternate that makes it like 50% more efficient as long as you smelt the iron first, so...
Oh, nice.
That's what I was hunting for the last session.
And your hunt was successful?
My hunt was successful. All I had to do was hide from a massive spider a couple of times.
Do we need reinforced iron plates bad enough to not just turn it in? We have no.
Oh, actually, I have those on me. You don't need to. Next time I'm back at base, I'll turn them in. I picked them up and then didn't throw them in there, so I have way more than I need.
Well, then I will pick up some for my personal use.
Please
what
do.
we need it. So you're working on automating the steel right now, then? Is that?
That is the idea. Yes.
All right. You're doing steel.
Pay attention to what I'm doing here. 3, 4. Did you ever watch the Queen's Gambit?
I've seen like 5 clips on YouTube Shorts. I've not watched it though.
I just started watching it like this week. I just finished episode 2, and by this week I mean like last night.
Fair.
I think I said I needed 5 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and build 5 of these. Okay, I placed 2, and I no longer have room.
Sure, eventually I'll catch up with any references you got by just simply absorbing via 5-second clips.
Played over dubstep. The beat drop coinciding with some witty one-liner. Yeah.
This is a one-liner hits and then it's just non-stop frame swap.
yeah, the frame swap.
That would be a funny ass show to do it. Sigma edits Queen's Gambit.
I don't even know if this needs to be 7 deep. I'm just making it 7 deep. I also was given a very interesting idea watching some YouTube videos about building bases. The idea of a logistics floor is really interesting. So the idea is that, yeah, the idea is that when you're building one of those multi-floor bases, you just, like, in between the floors, you build, like, a foundation and a half or 2 foundation tall, like, little itty-bitty floor in between them, and all of the belts go on that floor. and then you just put holes in the ceiling, like the conveyor belt holes, to point where you
Uh-huh.
need to put them up into the machines that are actually on the floor above.
That sounds like it'd be super aesthetically pleasing, but kind of a pain in... I mean, I guess it'd be like a pain in the ass for the initial setup. It would make everything else simpler.
Yeah, it makes your shit look cleaner, and it's space saving in the sense that you don't have to put your belts around the buildings themselves. They just kind of
Yeah.
the belts are just on their own down there.
Well, funny thing, I tend to just put my belts through the buildings.
Yeah, I know.
It avoids that step.
That part
It
will no
avoids
longer
the
be
patented
necessary.
Italian construction.
the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
My building sure does make people say "Mamma Mia."
Somebody touch my spaghetti. All right, let's go splitter here.
If you're working on steel and you have coal power setup, is there something
Oh,
else you want automated?
Yeah, so I started Katerium. I put the miner down and I smelted it, but that's all. It's just a bunch of Katerium ingots sitting in a chest out there.
So you trying to get a whole bunch of quick wire out there? I can
Yeah,
make quick wire.
that feels like would be the ideal.
That's nice and simple. What tier of Caterium? Like what's the output?
Now that's a good question. I don't remember.
Then I shall start with that. Where is it?
Scan it. If it's
true.
pure, I don't
Yeah.
think I overclocked it. If you want to, feel free. It's a pure
Is it-
out there. I know that. I'm
pure?
I'm pretty sure it's a pure. I don't think I
I'm-
overclocked. Yes, it's pure.
Kinda tempted to overclock even though we don't have the belt.
Yeah, we'll have the belt soon enough. It's what
Alright,
what we're working on right now, so.
And that's the check mark. We'll have the... Well, I guess no, because we're still on tier 1, so we will have it. Ooh. I was going to ask you if you have zipline, and then I found the one you made me.
Oh yeah, I forgot I made that for you. I did make that for you.
Much appreciated. So, you said you got the miner and you got like a single smelter out there, or no smelters?
I believe there are enough smelters for a non-overclocked one to be running.
Okay, but see, here's the fun part.
If you're gonna overclock it, you need more smelters.
Shit. Where are the power cells, if we have any extra?
I believe I put half of them away, so there should be in one of those two chests. Also, I keep hearing noise like there's a power slug near me, and I can't be
Those
fucking
two.
bothered to actually check and look for it.
So let's just go ahead.
Those belts don't work like I thought they would. Okay, let's do the up method. I was gonna do the down method, but now that I'm looking at it, the down method doesn't look very good. Let's go up.
We're also close to Miner Mark II, so I might just quadruple everything we got out there.
I'm gonna have to remember to go out to the pure iron and put the tier 3 belt out there as well, because right now we're kind of making pee-pee doo-doo like levels of rotors and whatever the other ones are, frames.
Fair. A Miner Mark II overclocked twice on pure, is that 480
Yep.
a minute?
Yep, might not be worth. Yeah, it like because we're gonna need belt Mark 4, which well, that's
Is it
not
what-
too far into part 3, right? Like that's.
Well, it'll just be a little bit of future proofing. I mean, I imagine this is a simpler project than you doing the steel, so
Yeah, you'd be a little bit surprised. This isn't too hard.
well, I mean, what this is smelters into constructors, and that's it.
Yeah, this is smelters into foundries.
Fair.
Is not too bad.
And this makes 40, or it's 45 ore, so I need 12 or 12.
Stick the merger there. And I'm just gonna upgrade all of these belts once we're... Well, I guess I can upgrade these to Mark II at least. And then these are all gonna be Mark I's.
Makes 15.
Oh, if you're ever going to place foundations from now on, I have one request of you that you always do. Always, first of all, try to use concrete, I guess, just for the aesthetic.
Okay, concrete foundation.
But that's not the big one. The big one is always, when you're first placing them, hold control so that it snaps it to the world grid.
Oh.
There is a grid that is like across the entire world, and it allows you to easily sync up buildings if you connect them from other locations.
That is hella nice. Did not know there was a world grid.
I didn't either until I saw a video on it today.
Fair enough.
But now I do, so now it's a requirement.
Okay. There
we go. Lots of coal. I don't really love the idea of using ramps. I'm also very okay with, in this run, like just kind of making things look pretty, even if it takes longer. I know I tried to make things nice in the previous run, but I didn't really try to make them pretty outside of like that one building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like everything was organized, but nothing was really pretty. It was still a block.
I am much better at pretty than I am organized, so I can work on that for sure.
Word. Be my interior decorator. Or exterior decorator, as it were. I was thinking maybe we could do like a big highway or something as well.
I kind of vibe with that. A big train station could be fun for no reason.
Oh yeah, I guess there was one of those in the last one too, even though it was also pretty much just a big block. Oh, you know what?
What am I doing? You do have a wire out this way.
Yep, there is a wire out there. It wouldn't be running if there weren't.
Such a fantastic part of this game.
Ziplining.
Ziplining.
I'll drink to that.
Speaking of which, I'm currently drinking with Snoop Red, 19 Crimes.
What?
Natalie needed a red wine for a recipe, so we found Snoop Dogg's
I was about to say,
Red.
is that Snoop Dogg making?
That is Snoop Dogg red wine.
Man, I guess when you're that rich, you can just kind of do whatever the fuck you want, huh?
Mm-hmm. He got too close with Martha Stewart, and now he's refined his taste.
He's
A
still...
bump up from I think he had blunt wraps. I know he had something related to that.
I'm sure he did, yes.
Now he has his own vineyard.
Those don't quite fit, unfortunate. Okay. Move them forward a little bit so that they do.
I see what you mean about the clicking. Okay, so that's that.
The clipping, sorry?
The control for foundations.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably gonna do some adjusts.
You're probably gonna have to adjust any foundations that I have out there anyways, because I don't believe...
You don't have any foundations out here. I was more just thinking of where it's going, because eventually it's got to go up, so actually the way you have it pointed is good.
Adjust it away.
Oh, I was going to, and then I realized, now you got her facing the right way, because it's just got to go up eventually. There's no nice ramp or anything like that.
How much do these do? Do these do 30 a minute or 15? Oh, these do 30. I only need 6. Nice. Go me. All according to Keikaku.
Boom. So that's 240. It will be 480.
and of course, translator's note. Keikaku means plan. You know, I wonder, am I gonna be considered old the day that nobody knows what the fuck I mean when I say that?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
It's gonna happen faster than we think.
Yeah. I already see memes every now and then that I'm like, oh, I get it. And then someone's like, what is that? I'm like, ah, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
So this one was 12? This one was 12. Alright, I'm gonna start working on this, aesthetics thing.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Well, at least I got room down here anyways, no reason for me to not.
Yeah, like, honestly, once you're like, I don't care how big it ends up being, like, that's, like, it's like taking off your weights as Rock Lee, sort of the equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
I have an anti-2 invisible Joker. Do I duplicate the polychrome banana? That sounds like not what you do. I feel like at the very least you wait until you get one other decent Joker. And then you like, at the very least, give yourself a chance to get something better than a polychrome banana. Or, I don't know, take risks. I'm not your dad. Even though that's not really a risk, it's just bad. It's a 100% chance of being kind of mid. Too late, already did it. Well, I don't know why you asked. I await the day that I get jumpy majigs. Or my legs.
Uh-oh, what a joyous day that'll be.
Conveyor belt is too long. You must construct additional pylons. There you go, there's my additional pylons.
Additional pile on these nuts.
Ah, pyloner, I hardly know her. See, it's funny because I added... That wasn't the word. It's like... No power. Yes, that is an issue. Yeah, they aren't gonna run if I don't power them. Generally, at least. I feel like that's usually how it goes. That's not lined up. I can do better than that. That's better. Right, all that extra power I made can get fucked. Max consumption is back over production, although it's not over capacity, which means that if we ever do hit max consumption, it'll just kick on our bio burners for a little bit. No, one of them went extinct. Yeah, I did try to warn you about that. They are bananas. Alright. What do I want here now that I've got steel? Flint and steel. I'm gonna continually jump off this cliff and take damage. Now you have a holographic Cavendish? Well, it sounds like it worked out. But here's the question. Do you put the Cavendish before the polychrome or the other way around? Because they both have flat and times mult. You gotta make your choice. Alrighty, we've got 180 iron ingots per minute smelting. Well, less than that because the belts aren't good enough, but about that much. And we got the 180 coal a minute coming in. And now I gotta figure out what to do with all these iron products or steel products. I guess the easiest thing to do is just combine them into... Also... That's right, we're actually making extra steel. Hold on. If we're making 180 of this, then we're making... Ooh! You know what? I was just thinking to myself, why the fuck does the tier 3 belt go from 120 to 270?
Yeah, no, it's garbage.
But then it goes back to 480. But right now, pretty cool. I'm making 270 steel a minute.
Oh, hype.
Right now I'm like, wow, yeah, I'm glad they did that, even though I hate it.
Damn, I need to go get myself a chainsaw.
Oh, word? Yeah, I guess if you don't have one. You know what I don't have is I don't have the alternate recipes that use concrete to make extra steel products. Those were ones that I looked at in my solo world that I was like, ooh, these are nice.
Concrete into steel products?
It's an alternate that allows you to use concrete alongside the normal steel ingots to sort of improve ratio on
Nice.
like the beams and the pipes. And it was by a fair bit too.
Yeah, we don't use concrete that much, so it'd be nice.
Indeed. Is there a limestone near here? Nope, that's rock quartz. Limestone. The closest limestone is... nowhere? Did you wanna show me where the limestone was? There it is. Oh, there's a pure one pretty close by, actually. I remember one of the things that I did to make just absolutely asinine amounts of steel was, I used a wet concrete recipe as well, so I was like doubling the amount of concrete by adding water.
Oh, that's a nice
Speaking of
combo.
which, we actually do have the wet concrete recipe. I didn't realize I got that alternate. I must have just done it like a sleeper agent. Like, add the concrete. Like, oh shit, I didn't realize the limestone was... I like looked off this cliff and I can see it. It's like within touching distance. I could just put a miner there.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright, let's make... What do we need for... I assume it's just constructors, right? To make the pipes and the beams? Yeah, it's just constructors. Alright, so at 60 a minute there, and 60... This uses 30 a minute. Do you remember if we need more pipe or beams? I feel like we needed more beams.
Beams went into steel encased beams, so I'm pretty sure it was beams.
Yeah, maybe I don't
Or
actually
concrete
need...
encased, not steel
I
encased.
guess I'll combine them together anyways, whatever. Yeah, because we're making 270, so I could do 3 things of steel beams and 3 things of steel pipe. And the 3 things of steel beams would use 180, and the 3 things of steel pipe would use 90. But we would still get more steel pipe. Because that's just the way it is. Alrighty. Constructors. Start here. Is that enough room to start there? Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Constructors. And then splitter. And this is the part where we say, I hardly know her. And that one actually
All
works.
together, class. I hardly know her.
Let's go pipes on the end. The pipes.
So the funny thing, I'm probably not gonna have enough room for this to continue to look nice. Let's see how far this goes.
Ruh-roh. That was quick.
We can just use a little bit of the third dimension and this won't be too bad.
Alright, and then we power these by coming down here. Man, I remember when autosaving was actually brutal. Whenever the
Just
game...
gotta pause everything you're doing.
Yeah, whenever I would autosave, it would, like, wait for, like, 2 or 3 seconds. Like, you never felt it because you weren't the host, but it was just like, ugh. I was like, okay.
Nothing's gonna happen for a second.
Alrighty. And then we get 2 of those cool output chest thingies. Actually, that's 60 a minute, and I think these are also 60 a minute, so... Well, it's 45 a minute and 60 a minute, but... The important part is less than 60 a minute. There we go. 45 beams and 60 raw, pipes a minute. Done. Actually, wasn't that bad. I remember steel being harder, probably because I added like 4 extra steps to the process last time.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm. When do we get jetpacks? Am I jumping the gun on that? Also, we got rebar guns if you want to end up making yourself one of them. Because rebar guns...
Yeah, I'll make myself one of those at some point.
Rebar guns are pretty cool, and I realized that when I tried to fight a really big hog with a with like a zappy gun. A slapper, and I was like, this is not cutting it, as he was teabagging my corpse.
Oh, I need to rewrite my foundations. I've already used the wrong style of foundation.
You can paint over it at least. But if you're looking for how to do it, I had to look around for a second because I couldn't find it. When you go to customizer, when you hit Q,
you can never have
you go down to, you actually don't go to materials. Sorry, that's where I was going that was wrong. That's where you can go if you want to paint over what you've already placed. But if you go to foundations in Builder, you can see there's like the line for foundations and ramps. And there's a thing over on the right that says Fix It Foundation.
Yeah.
You can change it to concrete there.
Alright. Is there an easy way to swap, like, the steel ones that are already down to concrete? Or...
Yeah, so if you go to customizer and then materials and click concrete foundation, you can literally paint it.
Alright.
And it'll give you your 2 plates back and use 2 concrete.
Well, that's not what I want to do.
Alright, I made some wall holes and such.
Customizer concrete.
And then you can hold
Just
E
a
as
whole
well.
bunch of clicking.
Maybe click dragon?
Uh-huh. That's less clicking.
Why did I run out here? Why did I run back out here? I literally have a fucking zipline gun in my hands currently. Like, why am I... Why am I subjecting myself to this? Yeah, I came back out here to place the lift holes so that it actually looks nice, but... Also to get the steel and pipes that hopefully are being made so that we don't need to worry about it anymore. Let me get a little bit more foundation. Like so. Then maybe a wee bit of that. Didn't actually want to place 2 of those. There we go. Now I have a way up without breaking my ankles. And I think I can... Can I put these? Yeah, you can put those like that, can't you? Nice. Make it look nice at least. You got 200 yet? No. That 45 is not 200, go figure. Oh yeah, that's why you're not gonna have very many, because I don't have tier 3 belts yet. So these are naturally gonna take a lot of the ingots. Very well. I will simply have to deconstruct one of these conveyor belts. So that less of it goes here, although 3/4 of it is still gonna go there. It needs 3/4 of it anyways. Where am I going with this? This is going over here. What? These successfully outputting. Let me take these and help it along here. Feed these directly. Because, oh boy, we need 200 of each of these, and we've got not that much. We're up to 164 of the beams, at least. You know what we need to find? We need to find Sam ore. Do you know where any might be?
Have you tried your back pocket?
No. I haven't, but I didn't find any there. I'm checking under my foreskin now. I don't see any.
Foreskin checked?
Foreskin checked. I'm checking. Oh, you know what? This is also smelting it. Let's just go ahead and split you off and throw you in there. Yeah. That'll speed up the process significantly. Okay. And then when I get back to base, we'll get Logistics Mark III. We can upgrade things. How's the Caterium looking?
It's progressing.
Ethy's progressing. Me when I progress. Alright, I'm gonna stop just watching that number go up for a little while. Even as much as I want to start doing Logistics Mark III, I want to actually be able to build very many belts because it also requires steel beams. So, let's scan 4 quartz. Can you put jets on a car in this game? I feel like there's a car that's pretty fast, but I don't believe it allows you to just slap jets on the bitch. That's Tim asking that, by the way.
I was gonna say that feels like a Tim question.
It absolutely was. You're right on the money there. Should I go try to cheese a radioactive giant hog?
Yes.
Yes. Why did you just tell me that there is quartz 3,000 meters away? Why would I need to know that? I guess just because there's so fucking little on this map, it's like, we'll scan out for you. Yeah. 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 How's the recording going there, Tim? Are you winning? Are you conquering voice? You are Mr. Voice Actor? I actually just did the dishes and took the dog for a walk. I need to ship the package. Ah, right. That was the thing.
Brendan, I wanted it to be said that I promise I at least tried my best to make this look nice at first.
Does it not anymore?
It's about to not.
Do you want me to come out there and see if I can, like, give you an idea to keep it nice?
It's okay.
Okay. If you say so.
If you want to come out here and just take a look and see if there's a way to do this without deconstructing everything I've done, then fair. But if it's going to involve deconstructing things, I'm going to just make a little spaghetti. There's just going to be like a little in the corner. It's not going to be the entire thing. There is a pretty framework to be had.
I see.
It is not entirely horrendous. There's just going to be like a pretty decent looking layout with just some random bullshit in the corner.
I have arrived. I was already back at base, so it wasn't very hard. Okay.
So the problem was I used too much space and now I'm too close to this wall. So now I've got to convert these 12 to these 15.
Wait, sorry. Oh, you've got to... I see. So you're like doing 2 rows of constructors.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do your whole just like assume it's going to backlog and just do down the line.
So do you have enough room for like the output of one set of constructors and the input of the other set of constructors in between them here?
That's also a good question. I can most likely make room.
By going
if I just go vertical, I do.
By going up, yeah, it's probably fine if you just went up. So the issue is getting these furnaces into those.
And it's just gonna kind of be like a little bit in the corner over here. So I'm probably gonna do since the numbers don't work out perfectly, I needed like 6.4 for the first set and like 5.4 for the back set. So I was going to do like 7 to the first one and have the overflow go towards the back.
How much is the total amount of ingot output?
Total ingot output...
Like, could you actually merge them manifold style, which is what I've learned is what this method that I've been using is
180.
called. 180 total?
Well-
Could you not merge them all manifold style and just run them through all the constructors and then turn it around and run them all back through the other line?
I mean, I could just like, yeah. I mean, I could do that. Fair.
And we're gonna have tier 3s pretty much as soon as I head back. So
It still won't be enough.
No?
It's like this method that I did was gonna make it more efficient until we get 4. Because there's gonna be, I mean.
Oh, are you?
Oh wait, never mind. This is like you said, it's 180 coming out of there.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
do it with a tier 3.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you right.
Word.
You right. There we go. That was the quick fix. Boom. And that will indeed make it all look very nice and pretty.
And I'll stop by and see how much extra we have in beams, and I'll bring some out here once I'm done updating the steel production itself. Since something tells me that's the one that should get prio on the tier 3 belts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm not gonna be dumb. I'm actually gonna take the zip line out this time. Save myself 2 minutes of walking. You know, sometimes I forget I don't actually need to hold shift to sprint the whole way on the lines.
True.
Like it does make it a little bit easier to make some of those tight turns when I'm not sprinting. Can I make a second MAM out here? Am I allowed, or a second? Am I allowed to do that? Can I make a second hub? I can't. Right? You can only build one. Okay. I've been lied to.
Now, the other problem I've now run into is that the surface is too rocky for my manifold system. So it'll be... It will be still relatively pretty. It just won't be, like, as quite perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah, whatever. Honestly, as long as you can see where all the belts go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It won't be, like, one per unit. I'll have to do, like, a little bit of mixing and matching.
Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Send it.
Milestone reached. Improved storage containers and the conveyor
Oh,
belt Mark
yeah,
III
this is
provide
Miner
the
Mark
obviously
II soon, isn't
necessary
it?
Tools for improving your current setup. Production
Zeke
speed is of the
270,
essence
welcome
after all,
in.
so work hard.
Day by
Work
day,
as
this
if every
streamer
person you have
worsens
ever
his sleep
will ever
schedule.
have is
Sir, it
dependent
is
solely on the
9:30.
choices that you make. Because they are. Warning.
I don't know what it
Fixes
is
I've
with...
got the sleep schedule of a grandma.
Pushing the mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with all my viewers and pretending like if it's late there, it must be late here too. Also, I built a tractor and then I'm just like not using it. I built it because I was like, maybe I could traverse the lands on this tractor rather than walking. And then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna build a power line system. I can confirm what he says. Which one of us? That's 1, 2, 3. That already needs tier 3 belts. Alright, and then you use 60. You use 60. So that's still 150 here. So there we go. Wait, actually, you only need Mark 2 belts. And you get a Mark 1. Great. Now, you, Mark 3. You, Mark 3. And each of these uses 40, except the last one, which uses 20. So 180 down to 140 here, and then down to 100, so you can be Mark 2. And then down to 60, so you two can be Mark 1. Assuming this one's only getting 20, because of the way I did it, this is going to be 160. And then 120 here, so you only need Mark 2 belts, and then 80, and then 40. Good. And I need you to be a Mark 3 lift. I need, ow, to break my angles just a little bit. Mark 3, because each of these is 30. So those last two are the two that need Mark 3. You need Mark 2s, you need Mark 1s. Okay, that's fine. And then over here, once again, Mark 3. Mark 3. Those are the only two that need Mark 3. And then these need Mark 2. And these need Mark 1. Which they are. Great. Done. And I'll go ahead and grab all of the... Also, why did I start expanded power infrastructure like we just have the ability to get those kind of beams? Maybe we just... Actually, you know what? We might have enough encased beams to just do that one and skip the process. Which would be nice, I think, right?
That would be nice.
Getting
Good.
big power beams before setting up that particular construction. I am bringing back 200 steel beams, which is probably well over what we need.
Huh, I just built 5 kilometers of conveyor belts.
Neat. That's a lot of conveyor belts. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but...
Why is this just specifically too steep? Oh.
You make a belt too steep.
No, one of my constructors was just ever so slightly higher than the rest of the constructors.
Haha.
That was making me a little bonkers for a moment. I worked on every single one and not this.
Alrighty. So how many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a full 240. So then 210 here, 180 here, 150 here, 120 here. 90. 90? Yeah, 90. 60, 30. Okay. And then on the output end, we split them up, so I don't think it's as necessary. Yeah, it looks like the split up means that we don't need to worry about it over there. And I'm pretty sure the screws don't go fast enough to need more than 100, which is tier 2s. So that should mean we are going full speed now. Full tilt. I have the same time zone as you. Where's Wee when you need him? My Wii is not for sale. It never has been. Yeah, now I just need to go get 2,000 wire. And I can bring you your 3 belts in just a second as well. Apple bottom jeans, belts with the fur. I don't know why that came to mind. That was super, like, mental riffing. You know what I mean?
It is an old reference.
It's just train of, like that was stream of consciousness. That's the word I'm looking for there.
Mm-hmm.
Boop.
Milestone reached. After several pioneers started exhibiting traumatic responses to power blackouts, Fixit developed mitigation tools recommended by
And
the
you know what
local
else?
therapist.
These big
Power
towers don't
storages
actually
can hold
use
excess
those
power to delay or
in-case
prevent
beams.
blackouts in the
Only the
eventuality
tech
that your
did.
factory's power consumption exceeds
that's
production.
nice.
To simplify, these are rechargeable batteries. Power towers carry power lines for significantly greater distances than poles, facilitating factory expansion and exploitation of this environment for the good of Fixit and humanity.
Oh god. Oh, saved. I peered down upon my kingdom. Do you need any tier 3s anywhere?
I'm probably going to eventually.
Like on the output? Oh, on the output side, absolutely.
Yeah, specifically, the only tier 3 I should need is right at the miner.
Huh.
And eventually I'll need a tier 4, but that's a problem for a later time.
Down I come. There we go. Tier 3 is up and running. This makes 240 a minute right now, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, and these are still on tier 1, so let me turn those into tier 2 so that it can successfully split them off.
Great.
And I guess I can help you work on the output. If you're looking for that, since I'm right here. I'm assuming we're going vertical. How much does this shit make? It makes like 1 trillion? 60 a minute per. Jesus.
We do a little future proofing.
Is this going to be enough for the 480?
Yes, this is enough for the 480.
Gotcha. Including the smelters?
Yes.
Gotcha. You know what I'll
I believe I did the math right, because it's 45 a minute. 45 times 12 got me 540. What?
I mean, nothing wrong.
I think I put 12 instead of 11. I think I need 11.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, the output ends up being the same, right? Like, 480
Yeah.
turns into 160, because it's a third. It's 3 to 1. 160, and each of these uses 12. So you're gonna need 14. 1, 2,
14.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8, 9,
constructors?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think so, yeah.
I thought it was like 14 point something either way. Now there's 15. So like,
Cool.
yeah. Inefficiency, but
I mean, not
It's
really,
enough.
like a little bit.
yeah.
Alright, so we're going vertical with these. Each of these only needs a Mark 1 lift to go up, like, immediately. Right? Since each one only makes 60.
Yeah. Oh, this one just doesn't have power. Sick. None of these have power. That is fine.
Looks just a wee bit jank, but that's...
Again, it
that-
was initially good, and then I got a little...
Oh, no. What you're doing here is honestly fun. There's just a wee bit of clipping between the conveyor lifts and the things they're next to. But, you know, it adds some spice. It adds some flair.
You're getting all the vertical stuff. I'll start just, I guess, powering all this.
Yeah, probably be good. Alright. Then... So, eventually, these will need... We can combine 8 of these onto a tier 4 belt. We can combine 4 onto a tier 3 belt. But if they're only operating half speed anyways, we only need tier 3s right now where tier 4s will go in the future. So we should be able to combine any 8 into a tier 3 belt right now. And as long as we replace them with tier 4s in the
What we
future.
replace with the tier 2 miner. Yeah.
Which, to be fair, the tier 2 miner will come before the...
So we'll just have to remember to come out here eventually.
Let's go like this. How many are back here? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's the 7, 8, 9 there. Okay. Let's do... these 2. Like so. And then... Yeah, I also need to be able to get up on top of these things to see what I'm doing.
This one not power?
You can look at the light to know.
This one doesn't have power. Yeah.
Or
This one will get powered by this guy.
perhaps a recipe wasn't selected is also an option.
Nah, I just need some juice. It's got the juice. So is that our vertical? This is our vertical one here?
These 2 are vertical, like this, and the one next
Well,
to it. There's-
Okay, both of these are the ones going straight up the cliff.
Yep. This one and the one right next to it are the 2 going straight up.
Alright, let me get up there and see if I can connect from above, or no, it's probably easier to go from below. And those, oh god, those need to be like hella powerful then.
Hella powerful?
Because what, you said these are making 60 per...
Yeah, so these are the output ones that are going to each... They can be tier 3 for now as long as we upgrade them to tier 4
later.
later. We'll be fine.
Okay. This one... Oh, I need steel beams, which you've got taken care of. So I'll let you make the tier 3s up.
I'm honestly just going to make this whole damn thing. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
tier
much done now.
1. That's tier 2, and then all of those need to be tier 3. This is tier 1. This is tier 2, and then all of these need to be tier 3. That's tier 3. That's correctly hooked up. That's good. Alright. Is that high enough? I don't think it is, but it's what I can do with how much steel I have. Are you up above?
I'm not up above. Well, I can get there now. Are those belts? 'Cause, let me see.
We're just gonna have to deal with just placing one for now, because I don't have enough steel on me.
I mean, I'm up here now.
Alright, let me
Wow,
know.
how many steel on me to...
Let me know when it's high enough.
Down. Up. Let's go. Let's take it to this rock here. That's like one higher. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. That's 38. I don't quite have enough for a second one of those, so
It's fine.
we'll just have to make a second trip.
So I have...
Technically, if we just hook up one half of them, it should be fine right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like we need that much quick wire right this second, so I've got 22 more steel that I can use. We want to just, like, slap a fucking chest up here. Ooh, let me take care of this before I step in something.
Ooh, it does, and you did balance it nice, 6 and 8, or 7 and 8. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, so, I don't know, let's throw a chest down here for now and just walk away.
Speaking of which, we don't have double-decker chests, right?
Nope.
Because here's a problem.
What?
That chest is full.
Oh, haha.
And we carried all the Caterium from before.
Oh,
oops.
I just picked
No,
up.
because that...
I just picked up a bunch of it. I'm gonna jump down and slap a bunch of it into
Take
some of these.
I took the rest. And you'll drive that through, and again, then we'll just have, like, enough for now. And we'll have to, like, belt that up a little bit to make it so attracting it to it easier.
Yeah.
Although, are we even... are we using quick wire for anything right now?
Not yet.
I know we will, like, there's some nice alternates, so it's good to have.
Oh yeah, technically I think I already have the alternate for quick wire that uses copper, or it might be the other way around where we can make better wire with Caterium ingots. I forget which one it is. I didn't want to bother with it right away, but it does exist.
There.
Alright, so I have like 8 stacks of Caterium ingots. Maybe I'll just throw them in the awesome sink or something.
Nice. Yeah. There we go. It is cranking out.
It's cranking one out.
Well, I guess that's the... Are you still over here?
Yeah.
And you'll just belt it to the chest when you're done, so...
What's up?
I'll just say, like, belting the one branch to the chest, so you get, like, a chest equip. Oh, what the hell?
What the hell what? It's right there.
I can't see the belt.
Oh. Huh.
Like, I am colliding into it. Oh, no, I just walked through. I'm assuming the belt's here.
I deleted it. I placed it again now.
Thank you, I can see the belt now. I was like, well, belt that, right? And then I opened the chest, I saw the number going up.
I got you. Alright, still want to go cheese that giant hog. Do you want to, like, get some equipment and we can go scouting around while things back up again?
Yeah.
Missed that one, rip. Hello.
Nyum.
Nyum.
Alright. So what, I need to get myself a rebar launcher?
Alright, so we... Oh, look at that. We actually do have tier 2 storage. I lied. I didn't realize we unlocked that, like, right now.
Oh, speaking of which, what is our next milestone that we're doing? Advanced steel production, then?
Yeah,
Or
whatever.
blueprint?
Alright, there's a
I'm good
manual...
with advanced steel production or blueprints. I don't use blueprints as much, but...
Yeah,
whatever you do.
I don't use them just yet, so advanced steel is
Yeah.
fine. It's also the minor mark II and all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see how much steel you have. Maybe we can start exploring around using the big lines.
True.
I do enjoy
Oh, like, yeah.
I do enjoy that method of travel. It lets us sail super far, super safe. Since it lets you place all the way up to the max distance, you know?
Yeah.
Zoom!
Like 100 rebar. Should be enough now.
Alright, what we got over here? What has been crafted since I was gone? Ooh! Like 800. Nice. Nice. And I'll grab, like, another stack of pipe.
Where's our awesome sink?
Kind of smack dab in the middle by the wire. There's actually a chest where you can just slap shit into it.
That's not an awesome sink, right? No, that's...
The wire is literally connecting into it,
Oh.
so
You are feeding wire into the awesome sink.
yes.
So just put it in that chest that the wire's coming out of?
No. There's a second chest over here.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Alright.
Yeah, get yourself a rebar gun at the minimum.
Rebar gun got, 100 rebar got.
You can have this if you would like.
Where are you at?
Right by the... What is this? Hub.
True, thank you.
And I got a lot of other small resources. Let me go ahead and grab some of these more specific ones, like circuit boards and
Oh, yeah,
such,
go
that we
unlocks.
might, yeah, use to unlock
Yeah.
stuff. Rubber. I hardly know her. Take those
So
copper
we could either go like
sheets. We can scrap
northwest or
those.
southwest. I see this little line you made.
Yeah. The end of that was one more, like, drop pod thing.
Heard.
And then I was like, well, that's enough drop pod things.
We
And
could
I
just...
Jun. Got 99 bullets. But a bitch ain't one. Hit me. Alright, where you want to go? Or did you step away for a second? Because I think that's what I heard. Alright, let's go with... We want to head north real quick. Due north. Get some power towers down. My favorite method of travel. Because you can just kind of do that. Authorized hostility. Oh, I also did make just a select couple of explosives with what I had at the time.
Okay.
So we have 5 explosives that we might be able to use.
Gotcha. I will start heading your way now. I can see the pylon construction in the distance.
Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
I can see you riding along, the materials are just barely out chasing you.
Oop, almost didn't make that jump. Alright, where from here? This way? Oh yeah, I see it sort of out there.
Is that a building?
Yeah, I built it.
Oh,
I
just saw my
I
face
trapped a
bounce.
dude in there a while back and I cheesed him to death.
That's funny. So that's what you mean by the cheese. Just put a building on top of someone.
Bonk. Can I deconstruct that from here? No. But, yeah, it's like down there. So let's get down there. I think this is close enough on the towers. Since
What's down there?
there's a drop pod down there,
Oh, heard.
guarded by one of those giant radioactive, I think radioactive cores. At the very least, giant. Not sure if radioactive, but definitely giant. Not
Healthy
bad.
assumption is he got a little bit of radiation in him to make him so giant. Oh, true. What am I doing? I was just repeatedly jumping.
You fool.
This is much more satisfying.
Alright, we must build ourselves a wall. And make that guy pay for it.
Oh, this dude's gonna fucking pay, alright. Oh, I see him over there.
I don't really know what I'm building here, but I know it's gonna be cool.
This might be in time for a steeper ramp.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna delete it once we get up there. He's not following us up here. Remember, he throws rocks.
I did not remember this.
He doesn't seem to be aware of our presence anyways, so... Artillery out!
You wanna make a ramp for me? I'll like run up to him, and then you can like break the ramp as I run up.
Nah, we're getting his ass. I'm seeing those hit markers.
You are? Okay, because I'm not.
Yeah, he's flinching when you hit him.
Heard.
Aw, bro, don't dodge all my shots. There he goes.
There he goes. Nice.
You'll know if he's radioactive because it'll be radioactive.
Encased steel beams. Nah, he's just a normal shooter.
Needs encased.
Oh, it's just operational.
Oh, sick. Okay, so,
He was difficult enough by himself.
yep. Found some stators, found some steel beams. Found some more
didn't
steel
get his
beams.
meat.
I got his meat.
Oh, you guys meet. Nice.
Here. Ma'am, for you.
His meat. I need to work on my grammar, but I have been doing some basic vocabulary stuff.
Is that brought you to that?
Niku is meat.
This guy knows what Niku is.
And like, for some reason, too much about different majors. Not that I could come up with it by my own, but if I read
Do you know the word for major?
Senko.
Yes.
I guess Senko. I don't need to put so much N on it.
Senko.
Senko wa home inspector. Not quite.
Not exactly. Close enough.
I think the one thing that I don't like about the app is there's too many times where it gives me like a word, and then it's just like, that's what. And then this word, that's also what. It's right over here. That's what too. Like, all right.
Oh, I found a really useful hotkey.
Oh.
Alt right click.
Oh. Heard. That's nice.
Yeah, and it points. It's where you're pointing too. So
Yeah. That's really nice.
there's
We're just
a.
heading back.
That's like a cave in there. Yeah, I mean I don't want to go that way in particular. Oh hey buddy.
Heard. Hi.
I think there was a cave around here somewhere. It might be right there. Oh, I overshot. I'm falling. Not that far, though. Oh, here it is. It's right down here. There's a blocked-in cave, and I have explosives now. Yes, run, bitch. Oh, that's a lot of little bitches, actually. There's three small ones and a medium one.
Hell yeah. Slide killed in.
Why are they running? Why are you running?
Yeah, we take those.
At least I
You
thought...
weakened him up for me, so as I slid in, the first swing killed him.
Huh. I thought there was a cave we couldn't walk in, but apparently it's just a cave you can walk in. So that's not very interesting, because I've already been here. Apparently.
Is this a cave?
I mean, barely.
Fair. I get like a little rock formation.
There was like an actual cave with actual rocks blocking it, but that's not it.
Heard.
Might be over there somewhere. Oh well. Where do you want to go?
That is a good question.
Boing.
Actually, I'm probably going to be hopping off here for the night.
Oh.
I got an earlier one. I think I set a new record for the most termite damage I've ever seen on a home. It was gnarly.
Rough.
It was a quadplex, and like probably 40% of the framing had extensive termite damage.
Just like hella termite breeding going on in there.
Yeah, the central beam going across the length of the quadplex. Like there was a point where I could put my entire fist inside the beam because there was like a termite hive in this section.
Nasty.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff all crunched up, so that one's gonna take a second.
You mind go? Well, actually, I need more concrete. I need more concrete. I need more frames. I need more rotors.
Heard. For now, I'm gonna dump off this extra stuff that I have.
you got 27 concrete. Throw in that bitch.
I got 148 concrete on me.
I mean, that is 27.
Oh, and here. Oops. Nice.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to fix it at twice the speed of the Mark I model. Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark II without removing the Mark I model, just like conveyor belts and other upgradable infrastructure. Unfortunately, setting up the production of advanced steel parts and project part number 3, automated wiring, will not be as easy. Every moment you delay reduces the chances of saving humanity. I will not show you the predictions, it would only demotivate you.
That's like the most emotionally manipulative AI I've ever seen. Kittens
I was
and
gonna say
puppies.
GLaDOS, but no, GLaDOS is more just bullying than manipulating.
GLaDOS is just rude. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't conceal the emotional manipulation. She's just an asshole. How's our ooh, going good on the copper sheets. Alright, next time we will explore, unless next time is after I've already streamed again.
Exploded.
Yeah. I will
Sounds
probably stop stream here pretty soon. So you won't be
Gotta get
missing
your
it.
healthy sleep schedule in.
Nope.
They can't make me.
Neener.
Alright, bye.
Night. Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna wait for this research, so 4 minutes, and then we'll get off right after that. Let's go with, as the next research, we'll do friskum. Blueprints. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, this is maintaining perfectly. It's just some free tickets. Let's go shopping. That's what we'll do. We got 9 tickets here, plus like 5 at the base. We can go shopping, get some cool stuff. Some ladders, maybe. Ladders would be cool. I do like ladders. Climbing things is like a cat. It's like an innate thing that people like. Do wall outlets Mark 1, that's a must-have. I don't much care for the paint finishes yet. Ooh, steel walls and concrete walls could be good. Foundations, if we're gonna go for like cool, like visually cool stuff, we need like a good combination of useful stuff like the wires on the walls and actually like windows and stuff, you know. Not necessarily useful, but it looks good. Oh, there we go. Factory ladders. Get ladders, and then maybe we get those glass walls, the steel windowed frames, steel framed windows. Exactly how much money we have. Ladders and windows. Let's go ahead and put the window on the list and the ladder on the list. Oh, and no, that does not work. So let's do the wall outlets as well on the list. There we go. All right. And with that, this should probably be finishing up pretty soon. A minute and a half. We've done all the tier 3 belting we need, I think. Maybe screws somewhere over here could use some tier 3 belting, but I'm not confident in that. These are only making 40 a minute. Yeah, so tier 2 belt's fine there. And you're fine there. Oh, sick. Welcome in, Restless. This stream is probably only gonna be going on for a few more minutes, but you got some good sleep, I hope. Ooh, this is actually starting to use now, isn't it? Well, no, it's not actually. My max consumption is well over production, but it's below capacity, and it looks like our actual consumption is still below production. That's good. And our production is consistent, which means my coal power was fine. Was well set up, I should say. Oh, gotta drop off my computers. That'll be taking up the rest of the time, most likely. Drop off my computers in here. There we go. And can't drop those off yet. We actually pretty much have all we need for that research. Okay. What do we got? Cheap silica. I do like that. And steel rotors. So rather than using 5 plus 6 is 11 iron, we use this, which is 2 iron, 2 coal, and 3 copper. 2 iron, 2 coal, 3 copper. That's obviously more annoying to make. But it is much cheaper. It's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Alternatively, we can just leave it in here. It's a 7-hour sleep and I'm feeling the hangover. That is so not a good sleep then. Alright, we're gonna leave that in there for now. That'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and save the game and hop off. And I can hang out and chat for just a minute here, but then I'm gonna head out. We got steel set up, we got Ethereum set up, or Quickwire rather. And we got some big wires. We explored a little bit, not really, just a little bit, just a wee bit of cheesing. And we're basically ready to start on the next set of space elevator parts for tiers 3 and 4 of the research. Tiers 3 and 4 of the research are almost done. We're going to be unlocking phase 3 of the space elevator is what it is. Which, I don't even remember what that is. I know it's oil, which I'm going to hate. But I feel like there's some other stuff in there too. There's oil. I don't think aluminum is until tier 7. I know uranium isn't. But we've got trains. We've got oil. I know that. What the hell else is in tier 3? Or phase 3? Because we already have steel in phase 2. We don't need it. Like, it doesn't get any more complicated in phase 3. I don't remember. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. So I hope you deal with your hangover well, sir. Good luck with that. And I'm going to go, not to sleep, but close enough. Peace.